Love is in the air, and so is Oscar season. What's up, everyone? I'm Ashley Bornancin with the Red Carpet Report, and today we're kicking back at Fig and Olive at Doris Bergman's Oscar Valentine Lounge, where celebs are getting the sweetest swag for their Valentines. McKenzie, hosting Face Off.
Yes, I am.
You said you're going into your 7th season?
Yes, correct.
Wow.
Season 6 is airing right now, every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. on Sci-Fi. Don't forget. And it's, we're whittling away at the contestants, and we're throwing crazy challenges at them. We're getting ready to head to Japan, which the viewers will see. In a couple weeks, we have a whole challenge that takes place in Japan. And then it continues back here in the States with an anime creation. Oh, it's so cool. It is so cool.
Wow. What has surprised you the most from being on this show? It's such a creative show.
Yeah, I'm always surprised. I shouldn't say I'm never. I'm always surprised with every day that I walk into the lab, because I go in there and it's like, okay, here's the challenge. I tell them what they have to do, and then I kind of come up with my own thoughts in my mind of what I would do. But then I walk in that lab and I'm put to shame with what went through my mind, because I'm like, okay, mine would not have even held a candle to anything that's in here.
Really?
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, what those contestants do with the time constraints, what they whip out in the time frame we give them, it's amazing. It's inspiring.
Mm-hmm. Is there a season favorite this year, or?
It's hard to say right now. It's a real horses race of who's going to come out. And even my dad and I both, as we walked through the lab, it wasn't until about, I'd say, episode 7 where we were like, okay, maybe this person, and even then, things got shifted around.
Yeah.
So this is a really, really cool season for that.
And your love for makeup and design came from your dad working in special effects all these years. What's one thing he taught you that's the key to it all?
Well, between my dad and also my mom, she was Miss California. She was Edith Head's fitting model. So she had her own, ways of doing makeup as well. So between my mom and my dad, I was kind of hit from both sides. Yeah. My dad has always given me great tips. I mean, on the special effects side, one thing that I never really knew about was something called blenders. And it was funny enough, my dad gave a lecture last night at Warner Brothers, and he was talking about how he, in a subtle way, had invented blenders, but never patented it, never, gave it a name, until somebody came up one day and said, oh, here, you can cover that seam with this, and it'll mask it perfectly. And he's like, wait a minute, I created that 10 years ago. It was really funny. So, and I really kind of picked up on that in the lab as we were talking about things, real subtle ways to fix a makeup fast.
Yeah.
On the beauty side, I mean, I've learned so much. There's so many family secrets that have been passed through the years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the process of putting something together, because there are a lot of little tricks of the trade and so many things that can be done at home on a beauty side.
Definitely. Has there been a movie, especially this past year, that's caught your attention in the makeup and design?
Oh, the makeup and design? Hard to say. I mean, we just watched Gravity, and that was that just as a whole just blew us away. I mean,
very little makeup.
And what's funny, my cousin actually is Sandra Bullock's makeup artist.
Oh, really?
So she did that makeup. Yeah, it is very little, but it's so subtle. There actually is makeup, but it's so subtle. And I mean, even that one head.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the one astronaut?
Yeah, you forget about that. That's all makeup.
That's makeup.
I just thought it was real. Of course not.
I know. Well, it's CG as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, even Sandra Bullock's makeup, it's so subtle, but you can see the heat she goes through. You can see the cold she goes through. You can see the stress she's put under. I mean, just the subtleties of what my cousin did on that makeup was it blew me away.
Wow. And with the Oscars coming up, is there someone on the red carpet that you think is going to astonish up in makeup and beauty look?
Okay, forgive me. I'm blanking on her name right now. 12 Years a Slave.
Oh, Lupita.
Lupita. I'm I can't stop staring at this woman. Every time I see her on the red carpet, every time I open up a magazine, I look for her now. I mean, it's like she came out of nowhere, I feel, and she didn't, but she, just as far as what we're seeing and the fashion that she shows up with, I mean, she is gorgeous. I am so obsessed with this woman.
Yeah. Wow. And it's funny because she started behind the scenes.
Yeah.
She was a PA.
I know, isn't that crazy? And look at her now.
Anything
can happen. I know. It's a good thing for people to remember.
Definitely. With people who look up to you, what is some advice that you want to give to up-and-coming hosts?
Up-and-coming hosts and actors as well, really study. Stay in school. Study as much as you can. And always stay grounded. Stay true to who you are. Don't bend to what other people say or want, because it's not necessarily always the right choice. really, the best advice that I can give is just stay true to your heart and who you are. And that groundedness will carry you farther. And kindness. You know, be kind to all the people that are around you, and I learned that at a very young age from my dad, that you never burn bridges. You know, we're all here to serve a purpose and to do a job, and whether it's the janitor or the executive producer, we're all here to work together as a whole. So when you're kind to everybody, it just makes a great working environment.
Thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart.
Oh, so are you. So
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
Thanks for watching the Red Carpet Report, guys. We hope you had a great Valentine's. Let us know who's on your Oscar list this year. Like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you later.